Captain Paul for the Locker Room here. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. The article that I will mention will be down below in the description. Gary Bettman says a firm no to changing the playoff format. Now, several general managers and players have talked about it publicly about changing it and going back to a 1 through 8, but Bettman is very much so against it. In May of 2022, he already stated the league had no interest in expanding the playoff format to include more teams or games, but now it's official. They will not be changing anything at all. In my opinion, this is a mistake. The 1 through 8 is just so much more riveting to watch. It would create new rivalries. Let's be very fair and very blunt. As someone that's team is in the Atlantic, the matchups are just predictable. It's another Toronto versus Tampa, Boston versus a wild card. So even in the next round, if the top 3 teams win, it's just going to be the same old, and I would have to argue in most divisions, it really is like that. I understand the philosophy of the NHL having the divisions matter more. They wanted to create more rivalries, but I think that will just happen organically over time. Like, one of the greatest rivalries, in my opinion, in the late 90s, early 2000s was the Colorado Avalanche versus the Detroit Red Wings. And there'd be certain seasons where they'd both finish 1 and 2 in the Western Conference. They would go all the way to the Western Conference Finals, and that would set the table for an exciting matchup. Unfortunately, due to the playoff format the last few years, I feel like we have been missing out on the most electric matchups at the Eastern Conference or Western Conference Finals. And to be very clear with my standpoint on it, having different teams play each other every single year has the opportunity to create a classic series that could be the beginning of an amazing rivalry. I don't know. I understood the reasoning behind the divisions. I'm just not a big fan of it. I think they should go back to 1 through 8. The top 8 teams make it and have 1 play 8, 2 play 7, etc., etc. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. Do you like the current playoff format, or do you agree with me they should go back to 1 through 8? I'm Captain Paul. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.